everybody, welcome to episode 4 of the 5-Minute Musician Tune-Up. Hello, Zelly. You know, if you're going someplace, you're driving, walking, taking the bus, you always pretty much know where you want to go. Maybe once in a while you take an adventure and say, okay, I'm just going to get on the train and go somewhere, but most times you know where you want to go. Surprisingly, a lot of musicians are fishing around trying to figure out where they want to go and what they want to say, how they want to say it. So today I want to show you a technique I've been using most of my career. Simple. It's just called targeting. And targeting means you know basically one note that you want to go to. Today we're going to use a backtrack from one of Jean-Luc Ponty's most famous songs called Mirage. And in this song is 2 chords in the verses, which is G minor to D minor. So 2 bars of G minor, 2 bars of D minor. And so the first thing you have to know is what are the notes of the chord, right? So a D minor is a D, an F, and an A note. And a G minor is a G, a B flat, and a D note. They're minor triads. If you add the 7th, or the flat 7th, to the chords, now D minor becomes D minor 7. That becomes a D, F, A, and a C note. Okay? On the G minor, if you add the flat 7, you have G, B flat, D, and F. So that gives you a much richer sound, but there's still more. So we have what's called chord extensions. These are notes above the 7th chord that you can use to make the chord richer. I'm sure you've seen these kinds of chords, D minor 9, G 13th, G7 flat 13, flat 9. Those are called extensions. And each chord will have logical extensions that work. On the minor chords, the logical extensions would be 9 and regular 11. For some of you who aren't sure what a 9 and 11 is, a 9 is the same as a 2, and 11 is the same as a 4. So if you're saying C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, right, that's 8, and 9 would be a D. Even though 2 is a D, 9 is above the octave, okay? So in Mirage, it starts on the G minor chord, which would be G, B flat, and D. But if we add the flat 7, that gives us an F. If we add the 9, that gives us an A. And if we add the 11th, it gives us a C. Okay? On the D minor chord, if we add the flat 7, it's a C. If we add the 9, it's an E. If we add the 11, it's a G. So, although I don't do this on paper, I do this in my head. But I have this piece of paper I wrote out before this little tutorial, and you can see what I did here. I said G minor, then I put a 9 on top, which is an A note. And then on the D minor, I picked the 11 of the chord. So it's a G, right? It's the same as the 4th, a G. Then the next chord, the G minor 7, I picked an F note, which is the flat 7. And then on the next chord, D minor, I picked the 9, an E. Okay? And so I'm going to play that for you. I'm going to play this piece of paper for you so you can hear what the target notes are. So now that you've heard that, now I'm going to play a solo, but I'm going to target these notes. So they're usually at the very start of the measure. They don't have to be on beat one. And I'm not going to get into how to connect these things and all that. The people in my music coaching course, we get really heavy into all that kind of stuff. But these are just 5-minute tutorials to inspire you. And if you ever get a chance to join me in my coaching course, I'd be glad to show you lots more of this. I hope this lesson inspires you. There is a backtrack for you. There is what I played written out pretty close. I use a tool and software to transcribe what I played. I don't do it by hand for these things. If you'd like this and all the episodes, the backtracks, the charts, please make sure to hit the link that says subscribe. You'll get an email to confirm that I was thankful for you subscribing, and then you'll get a link to all the files for all the episodes. I hope you're able to use this in your music no matter what style, and I'll see you again in the next episode of the 5-Minute Musician Tune-Up. Thank you.